All right, here in the Thanksgiving kitchen today at KJ & Company, we are making some Brussels sprouts. And they're gonna be tossed together with some cranberries and walnuts and get all nice and candied. And they're the perfect side dish for something green, but something festive for your holiday table. So the first step is to clean up some Brussels sprouts. So the Brussels sprouts, they do require a little bit of work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the stem. And then if there's a couple bad layers, if they're wilted or whatnot, I just always peel those off. And you do have to be careful with Brussels sprouts because they have so many nooks and crannies, you wanna make sure that they're clean. So I just cut off the end. Usually 1 or 2 of the leaves will fall off. Looks good. And then we're just gonna quarter them. The smaller pieces you can leave just halved because, well, they're about the same size, so. And then you just repeat the process and it's a good time. You can listen to some music, listen to a podcast, watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, have kids help you in the kitchen if they're responsible enough to use a knife. And you just start the process. So I'm just gonna keep doing this until all of them are done. All right, so now that we have our Brussels sprouts all chopped up and ready to go, we're just gonna add them to a baking sheet. You can just kind of spread them out in an even layer. And then we're gonna drizzle on some olive oil. Maybe. We'll give it all a good shake later, so. Maybe. Seasoned salt. You can never go wrong with seasoned salt. I'm just eyeballing it, but there'll be measurements in the recipe. And then some chopped garlic. If you want to freshly chop the garlic, go for it. This is just quick and easy, so that's what I do. Okay, then we'll just toss these all together quick, and these are gonna get roasted in the oven for a little bit. Then we're gonna bring them back out. We're gonna add on some dried cranberries, nuts, and brown sugar, and everything's gonna get nice and caramelized, and it's gonna be perfect. To the oven. Okay, so we have the Brussels sprouts that came out of the oven. We just baked them, start to get them a little crispy. Now we're gonna add the fun toppings. So we're gonna do, you can do walnuts or you can do pecans. You're just gonna sprinkle them over. That looks good. And then dried cranberries. And I love the pop of color that these add. These are fun Brussels sprouts. And to get everything nice and caramelized and just so good, we're gonna add brown sugar. So you just roughly sprinkle it over. Okay, and we're gonna give everything a good mix together. All right, so you're just gonna toss everything together. Okay, then we're gonna pop these back in the oven and get that brown sugar nice and caramelized. And everything will be ready to go. All right, the Brussels sprouts just came back out of the oven and we're gonna give them a good toss. Oh, they're nice and caramelized. It is just a medley of flavor. That's what we want. Can't wait to dig into these. Okay, we're gonna transfer these to a serving dish and they're ready for the table. You can really choose whatever you would like here. It can be a platter, it can be a bowl, whatever is gonna be easiest to pass around and dig in. Deuce, come here. Come here. Come here, Deuce. Go get it, over here. Go get it. Oh, good girl. Okay, ready? Good girl. All right, we gotta taste test these just to make sure they're okay, you know. I mean, such a hard part about being the cook in the kitchen, right? A perfect combination of sweet and savory, not too salty, not too sweet, and then the cranberries and the nuts. I doubled it. This is really good. A great Thanksgiving side dish. Don't show that. a cranberry strawberry gone rogue.